Hello, Paul. It's Patrick here again, Strategic Lead Services. So I just wanted to send you another one of these quick videos, really for two main reasons. One, to just give you further insight, a more in-depth look at where you stand in terms of your online presence in online search, in the search engines, and two, really just to provide you with as much valuable information as possible so you can make the best informed decision for your marketing strategies moving forward. So let's take a look. In terms of online search, I ran two searches, one for Maryland personal injury lawyers, and I found your listing on the 5th page here, Amore personal injury law. There you are, page 5. And then I did another one for Maryland malpractice lawyer, and I found you here on page 7, your Baltimore lawyers. Here you are. And I did this search because you had said that you wanted to be found more for malpractice type cases. And I just wanted to point out real quickly here, in terms of optimization, so your title tag for the search engine is your Baltimore lawyers. And essentially what you're communicating with the search engine is that you want to be found for Baltimore lawyers. That's what's being communicated. So it's fairly minor, but it's actually a pretty big thing that you may want to look at getting optimized here in the future. So moving forward, as we know, these organic listings can be pretty valuable. However, if you're not in those top 3 positions of the map pack or either organic results, you're probably missing out on 98% of the business, because that's where it goes, those top 3 positions. And to compete in this area, you need to use SEO, which is a good long-term strategy. It changes quite often, so you have to be consistent. But to be competitive there, that's what you have to do. Unfortunately, you can't expect any leads now from it. That's why overall there really is a better way, and that's through paid traffic. This is where you could actually start competing right now. And when you focus on optimizing your ads as much as possible, when you try to make them as relevant as possible, then you can start to get into those top positions as soon as you launch your campaigns and start to gain more leads now. And when over time, when you're factoring in this quality score times cost per click formula, which provides the foundation of how we structure our ads, you can start to pay the cheapest price, or you can start to generate leads at a much lower cost than the rest of your competition. This is how we pay less and still get the same amount of leads, if not more, for our clients. So here's that infographic once again that just really explains that formula more in more depth. Once again, Google determines the cost you pay for your ads based upon your quality score. And that's going to determine your ad rank. And when you focus on optimizing your ads and giving them the best quality score possible, that's how you pay the least amount. You're bidding the least and getting the best ad rank possible. Or if you have a really low quality score, you're going to end up paying more for your ads and getting a worse rank. Just kind of like in this example here, 60% of the time you see standard ads like that, and they end up more often than not paying more than the top position who's optimized their ad in many cases, who's taken the time to make their ad as relevant as possible. This is what we do. We focus on that quality score, so we're paying less, but we're still getting the better positions. Unfortunately, most people just don't structure their campaigns this way. The people are grouping their keywords, and which is a common practice. It makes it efficient when you're putting campaigns together. However, this just is going to lead to more broader searches, meaning more irrelevant clicks, more fraudulent clicks, and lowering your quality score, which we know needs to be as high as possible. So the solution that we've found is to not group our keywords, to only put one keyword per ad group, which increases relevancy, increases quality score, and ultimately starts to get leads at a lower cost than the competition. So just to answer that question, why do some of your competitors have a map pack spot, or why are they ranking higher at this point in time and yours is not? Well, there's really two main factors to consider in general, and that is citations and backlinks. And I'm just going to talk about these real briefly. And if you wanted to learn more, I'd be happy to speak in further depth about it. But really, citations, anywhere your name, address, and phone number is listed online for your business or for your firm, and where you have 3 locations, you would want to submit citations for each of those. And there are over 50 factors that go into the quality of citations. These are just the top 10 in front of you. But when it comes to citations, you just want to make sure that your name, address, phone number is submitted to all these main ones: Yahoo Local, Bing, Yelp, etc. And then even furthermore, you want to make sure, especially where you're a law firm, you're submitting to the top legal directories, like some of the ones that are on the screen now. You want to be in as many, if not all of these, as you can as a law firm. So the second thing to talk about is backlinks. Anytime another domain or another website points to or has a link to your website on their website, that's a backlink. And when it comes to these, it's really all about quality, not quantity, and they need to be niche specific. So to the degree that you can get as many legal websites, powerful publications pointing to your website, this is exactly what you want. Also, Chamber of Commerce, newspapers, these type of things. Backlinks is powerful backlinks from powerful websites with higher authority is what helps you get ranked. And so just to better illustrate that, let me show you by using Price Benowitz as an example. So here's a tool I use called Majestic. And what it's really showing us is that right down here, if you see, they have 599 other domains pointing to their website. And all those websites, the authority of those websites are giving Price Benowitz authority, and that's generating over 100,000 backlinks for them, which is pretty incredible. And they have a trust flow of 44 and a citation flow of 39. And a lot of this trust, they also have a lot of legal websites. You can see right here, it says Society Law, the topical trust flow. They're getting a lot of those niche specific backlinks for their website, and that's helped their authority over the years. So if I draw the comparison here, I typed in yours, and you can see your metrics, which are actually good in some markets, like say Maine or New Hampshire. You would actually be doing probably well in the rankings. However, in comparison to Price Benowitz with nearly 600 domains, you have 74 domains giving you 5,000 backlinks. So as you can see, the difference between number 1 and where you are, there's a pretty good gap there. And you would probably want to focus, as you can see, your topical trust flow. It's not showing a lot of legal specific. It doesn't have that society law listing in there. So you want to focus on getting more backlinks from legal websites. And then as a final example here, I think I showed this in the last video. This is Price Benowitz and SEMrush, and it's just showing that they have a projected traffic of around 15,000, and the value of that traffic in AdWords is $617,000, specifically for all these keywords that they're ranking for, like Washington, D.C. medical malpractice lawyers, Maryland brain injury lawyer. They're pretty much one for all these main keywords. Just a quick comparison shot. This is your site, Amore Injury Law, projected traffic 35, value in AdWords 759. So the value of that number 1 spot is pretty incredible. If you were spending $617,000, you could expect to get 411 cases per month, which is pretty ridiculous, and no one's going to do that. However, it just kind of illustrates the benefit of ranking number 1. So as we've seen, currently you're not ranking organically in those top spots, and we know 98% of the business goes there. So really your website is currently not visible to those who would be searching organically for you. So really the question is, what can we do? And Paul, I think it's clear that there's enough search volume in Maryland to make it mutually beneficial for both of us to work together. There's enough search volume there to bring in more leads for your firm. And then I know with an appropriate investment, we can bring in more leads and more cases for you each month. And then what typically happens is through remarketing, through optimizing your campaign continually, we start to improve that ROI because we can start to lower the cost to acquire new cases from where you start over time. And then, as over time, we can also refine your marketing strategy to start targeting more of the desired cases, like in the medical malpractice, the catastrophic industries. That type of thing. We can target where the search volume is to give you the best opportunity to get those cases. So how do we move forward? Well, at this point, what I would suggest is we would run a 2-week AdWords trial. So really you can see firsthand the benefits of the way we run our campaigns, and ultimately we can gain a stronger idea and stronger understanding of the Baltimore, of the DC market before making any commitments to future services. This way, you have the best possible idea of what to expect moving forward, and you can make the best decision for your firm. So I look forward to speaking with you, Paul. Hopefully you get a chance to watch this before then, and I will talk to you later.